You know, it's disappointing for sure. Two pretty sloppy goals, and sort of our target this year was to try and limit the amount of goals that we concede to keep ourselves in games. The first one, the scramble, as you've seen in the box, I think it might have went off of one of our own players as well. And then the second one, you can't really legislate for that. You know, we've had some words inside the locker room that we'll keep inside there, but it's just difficult to be behind the 8 ball at that point in time. Kind of knocks the stuffing out of us, and you can see they're a good team. They're a good team. They'll be thereabouts. But it's definitely a difficult one to take, and you know we haven't scored in the last 2 games, which makes it all the more difficult to get points.
And we talked at halftime about you guys coming out strong, and you did. You guys had the momentum, and then the second sloppy goal. Do you think that was what took the wind out of the sails?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we got to call a spade, and it definitely affected the team for sure. And at 1-0, you never know. You keep pushing, they get a little bit more edgy. We push them back into their own sort of defensive half and start creating chances. Then possibly you get a point out of the game. Did we deserve to win the game? Probably not, but maybe a point might have been just rewards. They also cleared one off the line right at the end with Sal's chance at the back post. So that was a big-time play for them. But football ultimately comes down to making plays in both boxes. And unfortunately for us, they made more of the plays in the boxes.
And now you have a week until your next game next Wednesday. What will be the focus this week?
Well, first of all, get our legs back. It'll be a little bit of regen. Mentally, it'll be important for us to pick the boys up. Back at the training ground on Friday. We'll give them a day off tomorrow. Just try to regroup and then get focused for Richmond, which will be a big game now for us, considering we've dropped points over the last 3 games.
Are there any positive takes from this match? I know it was a difficult match for you, but is there anything to look forward to?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you saw some first-team players come down and get some valuable match minutes. You know, like I've said before, they can be training for weeks on end, and unless you get in that competitive environment against a good opposition tonight, that will have done them some good. You know, some of them haven't played 90 minutes since preseason, so that's definitely a positive. You know, I've seen some players that are typical sort of Toronto FC2 players get some good minutes and in some tough, adverse situations tonight. The physical element, also dealing with some sort of controversial calls for both sides, not just our team, but also the opposition. So I think those are all positives, and you know, you got to be able to keep your head and keep focused in those situations so that you don't get frazzled, because you could easily get frazzled pretty quickly. So you know, I do see some positive. Once I get a chance to analyze the game and watch the videotape, then I'll be able to pick out more things.
What was your opinion on officiating, the refereeing to this today?
You know, I think she lost control of the game, and that's for both teams. You know, we were obviously getting a little bit heated on the sideline, both managers, but it means something to us, and I think you need to have that passion on the sideline. So, you know, she made some mistakes, she made some good calls, so did the outfield players as well, so it kind of goes hand in hand.
How do you keep the team kind of focused, not to dwell into the game, not to get into the chippiness of the game? How do you kind of...
To be honest, it's difficult. It's difficult. I mean, I've been between those white lines, and you know, sometimes, you know, a referee can take control of the game or lose control, and it's very, very difficult to keep your focus and just keep playing, because as you can see, as I said, for both teams, she made some questionable calls.